Have you ever walked into a place that felt wrong? Not because of the way it looked, but because of how quiet it was. What if you checked into a beautiful hotel, only to realize you're the only person there? No staff, no guests, no explanation. Today's story is about a man who did exactly that. And by the end, you'll know the horrifying truth behind the silent hotel. But I warn you, some doors, once opened, can never be closed again. Rahim was driving home after a long business trip. It was past midnight, and a storm had just begun, windy, foggy, and barely visible ahead. He needed rest, so when he saw a glowing sign that read, "The Velvet Hollow Hotel, established 1893, he pulled into the empty parking lot. The hotel looked oddly pristine, like a place frozen in time. Marble steps, golden handles, and a red carpet led to the entrance. Inside, everything felt elegant, but dead. The chandeliers sparkled, but the air was still. The lobby was empty. Not a single person in sight. But there it was, a key on the reception desk with a note. "Room 306. Welcome, Mr. Rahim." His heart skipped a beat. He hadn't told anyone he was stopping here. Rahim rode the creaky elevator up to the third floor. No music, just a low hum. When he reached room 306, the door opened. Before he even turned the key, the room was warm and inviting, fresh sheets, dinner for one already set. Even the curtains were drawn. He tried to shake the feeling of unease. Maybe they got his name from his credit card info, he told himself, but when he looked out the window, there was nothing. No buildings, no cars, no sky. Just a thick black void, like the world outside didn't exist. His phone had no signal, no Wi-Fi. When he called the front desk, the line was dead. Curiosity took over. Rahim stepped into the hallway and followed the music. The carpeted floors stretched on endlessly, flickering lights above. Eventually, he reached the dining hall. He froze. There were people sitting at the long table, dozens of them, perfectly still, dressed like they were from another century. Their heads were down, not moving, not breathing. As he stepped closer, a woman at the head of the table slowly raised her head. She had a wide, unnatural smile and hollow grey eyes. "We've been expecting you, Mr. Rahim," she whispered. "Welcome. Home." Rahim turned and ran, down the stairs, across hallways. But the hotel kept changing. Every corridor looped back to room 306. Every door he opened led nowhere. The lobby was gone. The elevator vanished. Time didn't pass. He didn't get tired. He just stayed until he found the newspaper in his room. The date was circled in red. June 12th, 2023. The day he had crashed his car. That's when it hit him. Rahim looked into the bathroom mirror. Blood. Cuts. Bruises. Shards of glass still stuck in his cheek. He hadn't made it home. He hadn't survived the accident. The silent hotel wasn't a real place. It was a waiting room for the dead. A purgatory dressed in velvet and gold. Each guest that checked in had already died, but they didn't know it yet. And the music? It plays forever, welcoming new souls who still think they're just tired travelers. So if you ever find yourself in a hotel that feels too quiet, look around. If there's no one else there, you might not be checking in. You might be crossing over.